It's another day for more The Last of Us. This will be episode 8. Yeah, 8. The penultimate episode, I believe, of the season. So we're coming up to the ending of the first game of The Last of Us, essentially, which is very exciting. This is going to be a good episode, I reckon, and the next episode I'm super excited for. There's a lot to look forward to here, so we're in the home stretch now, baby. Episode 8, where I'm not gonna talk about what's gonna be in the episode. I'll just watch the episode and then talk about what was in it. So if you want to watch the full-length reaction to my full-length reaction to this episode, it will be on my Patreon account in the description below, and also you can get other stuff there like early access and exclusive videos. I have Bochi the Rock reactions exclusive to my Patreon right now. You can go check it out. So without further ado, let's get into episode 8 of The Last of Us. Here we go. Oh baby, it's looking cold. I tried to make my room a little bit colder than normal so that
Revelation
I was ready
21.
for this. Oop.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Is that Tommy's voice?
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, "Behold, the tabernacle of God
No, it isn't.
is with men."
Why are you crying in my class?
For the former things are passed away. Do you know what that means?
It's a little bloated, but...
Good.
When can we bury him?
Ooh. Oh. Mr. Troy Baker over there?
The ground is too cold to dig.
Her father. Okay. I know Troy Baker's in this episode. I think we just saw
We'll
him.
get through that.
Troy Baker is the original actor for Joel in the game, if you didn't know. Yeah, that's him.
The whole town on rations. Maybe a week. 2 at best.
He's not doing his Joel voice, but you can hear it just a little bit in the voice.
It's been
It's probably
last
been
6
rough.
months have been hard.
Yeah.
For all of us, you're with me.
Good.
That's a very committal
We'll go get
answer.
our
Go
guns. We're
on.
going hunting.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, that's horrible to look at. Jeez. He's not going to know that's there. It's just going to be wasted as it falls off his body and breaks or whatever. As he rolls on top of it. Oh, got a gun. A rifle even.
I'm gonna be right back, okay?
Oh. That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh god, yeah. Running after it's bad for 2 reasons. 1, you can trip. 2, it's gonna run even further. Cause you're stomping. Man, if she injured herself out here, she would just be... She would probably just die out here, you know? If you broke your leg or whatever. Was that a clicker? Or a frog? Oh, or a deer. I guess I don't know what deer sound like. Do deer sound like clickers? You got a 1-hit kill. You gotta. Oh, oh, almost. Oh.
What do you think?
I don't see anybody. You think
Damn.
we can just take it?
Troy Baker has a big part in this episode. I thought he would just have had 1 line or whatever.
Whoever shot it's probably nearby.
Drop your rifles!
We're not asking for charity. We can trade you for some of the deer. We have. What do you need? We have boots.
Medicine?
Back in our village, you're welcome to follow us.
I'm not following you anywhere.
Medicine would be very, very, very
Any boy
helpful
can
right
go get
now.
it. I put
Put
one
one
right
right
between...
between my eyes.
That's right.
It's not code, James. As I said.
I like that. It's not code. Like James was trying to like just really figure out, like, is there another meaning behind this? Are you saying that it's a trap?
10 steps back. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, the 10 steps shouldn't count going around the deer.
Dad's gone?
One step is going over the deer. Oh, that's gotta be heavy. He's wishing James was here now.
And for what it's worth, there's room for you in our group if you want.
He has got a very...
Thanks.
He has got a very,
Still,
like, youth
we're hungry,
pastor look, you know?
We're still here.
Super
I'm a
church
decent
camp look.
man.
Is this some weird cult thing?
Well, you sort of kind of got me there. I am a preacher. But it's pretty standard Bible stuff. I actually started believing after the world ended.
Hmm,
Before that, I was a teacher.
interesting.
Math.
So you went from teacher to preacher because what, it fucking rhymes?
Yeah, exactly. No, I believe everything happens for a reason.
Oh, yeah?
It does. It does. I can prove it to you.
Okay.
Crazy man
That crazy man
traveling with...
was traveling with a little girl.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
See? Everything happens for
That's a
reason.
good close-up.
James, lower the gun. Did you bring the medicine?
Yeah, but
Throw it to her.
I'd prefer if you didn't throw it. It's medicine, it's very important. Can you place it somewhere? Ah!
Back away.
I imagine it's not, like, easily breakable, but just in
I
case.
know you're not with a group.
so you're just gonna let her get away?
That look. Man, I mean, medicine's very important, but man, that was a whole deer, an entire deer that you had to give away for that medicine. How many people could a deer feed? I don't know. How much meat is on a deer?
Put this, Joel. Joel, where the fuck do I put this?
He kind of can't talk right now because you haven't put the medicine in. I hate watching scenes like this, especially when the makeup's done very well. Ugh. Just wait, it'll take some time for the medicine to set in. Oh. Yeah.
Venison.
She looks like Mel from Last of Us 2. Honestly, doesn't look very appetizing. And I'm the first person to look at meat and be like, oh my god, meat. I want more meat. Wow, this looks miserable. Just the sound of the baby crying and the dark lighting. And the horrible banner. Why is everyone so upset?
If you've heard a rumor, yes, we found a girl who was with the man who took out
Oh,
from
that's
us.
why everyone's so upset. Oh my god! I wasn't expecting that. Holy moly. That actually scared me. Oh yeah, slap her and then... Oh, you want some help up? What happened? You fall over? Oh, what's the...
And you will show him respect when he's speaking.
Oh my god! Man, that slap woke me the fuck up.
Lord, bless this food, and grant that we may thankful for thy mercies be. Teach us to know by whom we're fed.
This is an uncomfortable prayer since everyone probably has the fact that he slapped the girl on their mind. Or maybe some of them are like, hey, good riddance. Who knows with these people? Oh, they're very hungry though. Is David's helping a bit bigger in media? It looked quite big compared to the small bowls I saw some people had. What? Wait. Are you feeding the horse snow? I have no idea If that's what happened, and also if that's a thing you do. Is that a thing you do? Are there people coming? Is that what the crows mean? Do you have a gun on you, Ellie? Oh yeah, here they come.
If we leave her out here, she'll die. Yeah, maybe that's God's will.
Oh man. Oh, are you gonna get slapped too? No, you're just gonna get a death stare. Oh, that's a strong look. Didn't have to say anything.
Joel, wake up.
He's barely conscious. God, man, look at him. Oh. Okay, alright.
Hey, motherfuckers!
Oh, jeez. Careful! Oh my god!
Alive!
It's hard to take the... I mean, yeah, I guess you have to shoot the horse. Crazy to see Joel shooting at Ellie, you know? Oh, that's a good shot, James. Holy crap. Damn, that's impressive. Oh, man. Mildly concussed. Oh, and James just wants to shoot her in the head.
Do it.
But David will not allow that. No way. It's interesting the way David leads and controls people with just looks and small actions, but he can still like talk calmly.
Two of you with me. Drag the horse.
He doesn't yell at people.
Stay here, go door to door.
Oh god. Oh god. Don't realize there's a downstairs, please. Oh no. Oh no. What's Joel supposed to do? Oh god, he knows there's a man coming. You just like throwing knife him from where you're lying down? Oh, he's up. Oh god. Oh my god. Being stabbed by a dying man. Oh, that noise of him like choking and oh. Jeez. Oh my god.
Did you hear me say the others want to kill you?
Yeah.
Did I stop them?
Fuck you.
Man, she looks not good. Like she
Why don't we just start with
is
your name?
really recovering.
Shit.
And what I'm offering you is a beginning. But if you can't find a way to trust me, then yes, you are alone.
I really like this guy's delivery. It is very like in the game he has a very unsettling voice. In this one it's unsettling because of what he's saying. Oh! Oh, Jesus, Joel.
Oh, I don't know any girl.
Oh!
Jesus!
Oh!
Marco. She's alive. Where? Oh, the town. What town? Silver Lake. A resort.
Oh, Jesus.
And it better be the exact same spot your buddy points to.
Okay, alright. There's where we are.
Go ask him, he'll tell you. I'm not lying.
Oh
No,
God.
I ain't telling you shit.
It's okay.
No,
I believe him.
no.
Oh Jesus. Oh man, that's especially in this show where there hasn't been much killing overall. That's pretty brutal to see. Oh, there's an ear on the floor. That's not a deer ear.
For what it's worth, this is just deer meat, I swear.
You're gonna chop me up into little pieces.
You see a lot. So do I. And you know what I see when I look at you? Me. You remind me of me. You're natural.
That's not a fun thing to hear.
Smart. I've always had a violent heart.
Yeah, I can see it in your eyes, man.
And I struggled with it for a long time. But cordyceps.
Oh.
What does cordyceps do? Is it evil? No. It's fruitful. It multiplies. It feeds and protects its children. And it secures its future with violence if it must.
That's interesting. He's inspired by the infection.
It loves. Like I said, loyal. I can tell the others to stop looking for him.
Oh, there's no others
They'll
to
spare
tell
him.
anymore, I don't think. I think
just
they've
let
been
him go.
handled.
Imagine the life we could give them.
It's quite the speech.
Imagine the life we could build.
It's quite the speech. Ah, Jesus!
You
Oh.
little cunt.
Oh my God!
Let's see what I go tell the others now.
In the game, he says, "You stupid little girl."
Ellie is the little girl who broke your fucking finger!
Oh, man. Alright, blood. Oh my God, that is disgusting. Oh my God. Oh God.
Don't do it! Please don't do it! Please
You
don't!
had your chance.
I'm infected!
Bella's really good at like terrified
Oh,
screams.
look at it.
Now she would have turned by now. This isn't real.
That looks pretty fucking real to me.
Oh, Jesus! You killed Troy Baker! You killed Joel! Oh, man. Again, in the show, there's not that much killing, so her killing Troy Baker's character is pretty massive. Oh, God. Oh, maybe you should have waited for him to get closer. Oh no, that's setting it alight.
And I have the keys.
Oh,
Ellie?
I love this. The fire. Slowly spreading.
Ellie?
And him
You're
just
not
calmly.
No one infected fights this hard to stay alive. Or are you just that fucking special? Nope. You would just let me! Well, I have news for you.
Oh man, oh man, oh
Neither one of
man.
us is dying today. Ellie?
Well, that knife says otherwise, my man. That cleaver you're holding. Oh God. Oh. Oh man. Oh, her screams again.
I thought you already knew.
Her screams are so good.
Fighting is the part I like the most. There's no fear in love.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh my god, it keeps going.
It's me. It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay, baby girl.
Oh man, he's still not 100%. R.I.P. David. Jeez. Oh god. Okay, and that's the end of winter. We have one episode left. Oh. So, alright. The thing I've always liked about that is in winter, Joel doesn't like come to save Ellie like physically. It's not like Ellie is just buying time for Joel to get there, which would have been fine as well. Like, there's no reason that a 14-year-old girl has to be the one to take out several men and get herself out of trouble. Like, I don't think it would have been necessarily a damsel in distress moment for him saving her, just because, she's a 14-year-old girl and he is a man who has survived for 20 years by killing people. Like, it just makes sense for him to be the one to do it. But I do like that he wasn't the one to save her. She was able to handle herself, but when he does get there, the whole reason for him getting there right then is for that like emotional support. Like, that's what he provides. That's how he saves her in that moment, is it's like purely emotional. Because like she had just murdered a man. I mean, not murdered. Murder is a bad word. She'd killed a man in self-defense, but she'd killed a man in a very brutal and emotional way. And so like she probably felt so alone and scared, and yeah, it was would have been a lot if he wasn't there. I mean, it still is a lot even with him there, but wow. And this episode probably had some of the most killing in an episode, I would say. How many other people, like, they killed the one guy in the 2 episodes beforehand. They killed the officer who was pointing, the federal officer who was pointing guns at them. And they killed Brian and Brian's 2 dudes, right? So that's kind of it, right? Because there hasn't been much, which is like a huge change from the game, because in the game, obviously, it's a video game, so they need to have continuous action sequences. So you are killing literally hundreds of people in the game, hundreds. And there is like they do sort of address it in the game, where it's like they say that Joel is like a madman who murders hundreds of people or whatever, but at the same time, it's like there is still a disconnect there between the gameplay. You have to sort of like hand wave it as like it's a video game, but it's clear here they're trying to make it so that like these characters don't really kill that much, so when they do, it means something. So honestly, yeah, Ellie killed 2 people in this, right? It's only 2, right? But she killed at least 2 people in this episode. Joel killed at least 3. At least 3. I think there were 4 men there. I think he probably killed all 4. No, wait, one of them was James. So I think he just killed 3 men. I think he just killed the initial man who came down to the basement, and then the 2 that he tortured. And man, the torturing, oh my god. I'm glad they kept in. Like, look, I don't mind if they change the script like a little bit here and there. I know some people get sad when they cut out like iconic lines from the game or whatever. But I don't mind too much. It doesn't have to be the same thing as the game. I'm a huge fan of the game, but I don't need it to be like one for one. But a line that I always really liked is when the torture scene is happening and he's like, "Fuck you, man, he told you what you wanted, I ain't telling you shit." And then Joel just goes, "It's alright, I believe him." Yeah, it's such a horrifying line, because it's like it's clear Joel is doing this like purely out of anger, out of rage, you know, out of like frustration, you know. He used them as a bargaining chip, but he wants to kill these men, you know. But it's also just a really cool line, you know, like it's really great where it's just like, no, it's fine, you know. I didn't kill him because he wasn't giving me the information I wanted. And so you know that you have no power here. You have no bargaining chip. I'm going to murder you right here and now. Oh my god. I really liked David in this episode. See, the thing is, so David in the game is voiced by Nolan North, and he talks with this like sort of whispery voice, you know. It's a bit of a gravel type voice, and it's pretty clear from the start that there's something unsettling about him. I think that's always the weird thing about David, is like it's very clear very early on that he's such a weird guy just from his voice. And I like the David voice. I think it's like Nolan North did a great job with it. But there has always been a part of me that's like, I wish David actually sounded more normal though. Like he sounded like a good guy, because I could never believe any of the things he said just because he sounds like a creep and looks kind of like a creep. But in this show, he sounds kind of well adjusted. He looks relatively well adjusted, you know. So the like horrifying things he says and does are a bit more not understandable. Are a bit more I guess they've got more of a contrast. They're more horrifying to me because it's coming out of a man which, like, you can sort of see the charisma that he's leading the people with. And I like that they added this sort of religious element to it, and yet David actually wasn't really that religious. He was kind of using the religion to control these people, when David was like fanatical about the idea of giving into the violence in his heart, which I think is an interesting way to approach that character. And sort of again contrasting it with Ellie is interesting as well, because Ellie does have a bit of violence in her heart, especially in this show. Like they in the first episode, I remember it was, I think, Craig Mazin, I believe, who was the one talking about it, who said that like there's a contrast between Sarah and Ellie as characters, where Sarah watches Joel kill someone and she is horrified, she's upset, she's terrified and scared, but Ellie watches Joel kill someone and she's like activated, she's intrigued, you know, she likes the fact that he's defending her. So Ellie does have a bit of like violence in her heart, possibly because she's grown up in this sort of world and like under the environments that she's grown up, like that's what happens. But yeah, there's an interesting contrast there, and now we're seeing that like be compared to David, where it's like David is the same way. He sort of has this violence in his heart, but this is what David uses it for. So hopefully Ellie doesn't go down that path. But yeah, anyway, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. The other thing that I've written down is the slap, but I think I already talked about the slap during the reaction enough. So thank you very much for watching this episode. This was the winter episode of The Last of Us, and next week is the final episode of season 1. So make sure to tune in for that. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and my Patreon account has full-length early access and exclusive videos. You can go check those out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.